during the June field session, we looked at an area that we called the Native American area. And this is because while we were doing our shovel test pitting across the site, we discovered a cluster of artifacts of Native American origin in this area that we decided to further explore. Our first unit came down on a post mold, which unlikely to be Native American, but more likely to be an early colonial structure. So we continued to excavate this area, recovering both Native American and early colonial 1600s, 1700s artifacts. Pete was in charge of this area, and we wound up opening several units, forming a square with two little wings off the end. Unfortunately, we didn't get completely done with these units, as there's still a lot of building material to be tested at the bottom. But what we did do is we covered up the units with plastic before we backfilled them, so that we can return to this area of the site to explore what might be the filled-in cellar of an early Port Tobacco building that we did not know of prior to this excavation. There also might be some more intact deposits of Native American artifacts that are intermingled with this earlier building, possibly a house structure. Here's Pete's take on his excavation area.
When we started doing this particular area was picked out because it had the highest concentration of prehistoric ceramics from our shovel test pits around here. And while we have come across a good amount of prehistoric ceramics, included cord mark, Potomac Creek, and more of that Camden ware that we heard about yesterday, we also came upon a lot of historic structures.